A government that says we want black economic empowerment, we want affirmative action, we want national health insurance so that there's no inequality. How are they going to get this right? Somebody was saying on radio, maybe it's just going to be a caretaker government for the next 5 years. Because how do you change the mindset of a DA that they hate black people? That they hate affirmative action. They hate it. You know, I'm not exaggerating when I say they hate it. They hate it with a passion. Right? You tell me how that's going to work. I'm all for a romantic situation of black and white together and what I feel like PJ Powers there with Sifi Songwan. You know, there's an answer, we'll find a way. I'm all for that. But practically, how is this going to work? And we were seeing this movie again, because you remember Bantu Holomisa and Rolf Meyer. Hello, Bantu Holomisa is a 20-year-old long dictator there in the UDM, tin pot dictator there. And then Rolf Meyer is maybe is a grainy analyst there. Now, apparently he's on beyond TV talking a lot about GNU and what have you. It fell apart because you need more than just romance of black and white to change the lives of people. And it's sad that black parties couldn't just get it together and say, hey guys, it's been 30 years, we don't have the land, we don't have the economy, we don't have anything next to our names. Let's pull together. Ah, no, hey, where blacks can gather, it's going to be terrible. Hey, they're going to steal. Hey, stop it. The markets, the markets will be very angry. Hey, the cold front will come from the markets. Hey, it's sad. It's sad that we are underlining with a red, big, fat pen that carries some usutu kilekuwa. You must bring a white person there, then maybe there'll be order. We must talk about these things. Don't tell me to be romantic overnight here and say, oh, maybe it's black and white together. The DA hates anything that has to do with transforming this economy so that it can benefit blacks. They want to give black people vouchers. But it's a voucher. No, you're having too many BE deals. Stop. You're going too rich. Good luck to the NC to make that, to unscramble that egg. Abuleti Biko are a black man, you are on your own. I'm going to talk to the PA's Kate and Mckenzie, who's going to tell me what on earth is going on with the coalition discussions. But I think we are headed for stormy waters. Stormy waters that are caused by the lack of decision, the lack of a backbone of leaders in this country who should be able to see this moment for what it is. This is not a moment of kumbaya. No. It's not a Mandela moment of kumbaya. Hey, let's get together. No. This is a moment where we say it's either we're going to do something where we're going to get the land back or not. And we're going to talk here after another 30 years. Some of us will be dead long ago. Our children will say, what were these guys doing in 2024? And they'll be annoyed with us. Just take a break. After the break, we talk to Kate and Mckenzie. How are you, my brother?
I'm very good. How are you, my brother?
You've been very busy, eh?
Like crazy, eh?
You've been very busy dancing across stadiums and so on. Yeah, and then this Tarian Coleman, Abraham. I mean, did you really, you made that your signature for your campaign, right? Your assessment, honest assessment, it didn't resonate with too many people, did it?
Well, how do you mean it didn't resonate with too many people?
You got 2 seats in Parliament.
Who got 2 seats in Parliament? We got 9 seats in Parliament. Don't project your wishes here. You wish for us to get 2 seats. We got 9 seats.
Out of 400, man. You know what I'm saying.
Where do we come from? We grew with 4,000%.
Yeah.
2019, we got 7,000 votes. 2019. 2024,
yeah,
we get 330,000 votes. Now, there's no world that exists where that is not a phenomenal achievement. The Financial Times, the biggest, it was writing about it today. 4,000%. That's how we've grown.
Yeah, but I'm saying that that message did not resonate with the majority of South Africans. And I want us to analyze why you think that's the case.
No, but what do you mean it didn't resonate? Look at where we're coming from. to where we are. If you look at, people voted for us, people like the message. There are parties that was here every day. Today they are nowhere.
Yeah.
And they didn't have that message. Maybe if they said Abahambe, they also would have.
They've gotten at least one seat.
They would have been maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But I was walking there with my chest out at the Rock Center. They were hiding. So because I'm not saying it's only that, but I must not.
But remember, let's be focused here, because you want to deport people. That was your message. You want mass deportation. You can't do that with 9 seats.
Who says that?
How are you going to do it? Are you going to be in the executive?
I must be in the executive. If the GNU, there's negotiations that's busy happening.
Yeah.
If they, for me, the difference between the PA, I was seeing all the parties you had there.
Yeah.
What they said then and what they are doing now, it's night and day.
Yeah.
PA, the Patriotic Alliance, was the only party on your show that said, but you didn't play that clip where we told you, even if the AWB existed,
you will partner with them.
I will partner with them. We are the only party that didn't lie. We are the only party that didn't go on this thing to say, all of them, they were campaigning on. In fact, they even went a step further than what you've shown.
Yeah.
They took out millions of advertising saying that the Patriotic Alliance is going to bring the ANC back into government. That's what they campaigned on, the Democratic Alliance.
Yeah, but wouldn't that in effect be the case if you join the GNU?
No, but we have been very honest and said we'll work with anybody. Yeah. We even said the AWB. We've never said we'll not work with the ANC. We never said we'll not work with the IFP. Yeah. We said we'll work with anybody. But today, the people that are running to the ANC are the ones that said we want to bring the ANC in power. I mean, these people are twerking there in front of the ANC. Yeah. You can say, what about the ANC? They got the list.
What's your interpretation of the ANC's default into a GNU instead of picking a side and just taking people who would share largely its transformation agenda, which is what is the crisis that's facing this country now?
I think the ANC, and I'm speaking under correction.
Yeah. You're not going to jeopardize your GNU.
No, I wasn't in the room. That's why, I want to be known as a man that... But like, you see, the difference between me and both of these politicians, now they must sing for the supper. My supper is not in politics. If I'm not in the GNU, it's fine. I'm all right. I'm going to be able to eat tonight. But some of them, they must now check, hey, I can't be out because private school, my children are private school. Hey, you know what? I'm going to have to downgrade on this BMW. I must get a Yaris. Now, with me, my life, I'm in the salary. Everybody talks about the parliamentary salary. I'm donating that whole salary just like that. I'm not going to take a cent because I must continuously pay back to society for the wrongs we've committed in the past, myself and Kenny. Now, to answer your question, the ANC's default position, I think it is just logical that the ANC started with the black parties. That's how they approach us. They approach EFF.
They started with the black parties to try and do a coalition on that side,
yes,
on the
they
left.
tried that, on the left. But you see, the demands of the left
were too much.
You can't say, I think, you can't say we don't want President Cyril Ramaphosa. That's not your decision to make, no matter which party you are. Tomorrow, if I agree to that they don't want Cyril Ramaphosa.
Tomorrow they say we don't want Gates.
We don't want Gates. That's why people must listen. We can't have that. So I think what has happened is that the ANC is doing what all of us would have done. You start here, but wako higher, the people of the home, to say, hey man, let's get together. But you heard Malula say, hey, we were given an exam by Floyd Shivambu to write that exam. So I think the ANC started there, in all fairness to them. I know for a fact the demands was something the ANC couldn't afford. I want to say unreasonable.
Don't you think that's an indictment right there? Because if you look at, for example, the land question, the ANC and the EFF, if they found each other, by now would have amended that Section 25, would have expropriated that land without compensation by now.
100%.
Because it's a resolution of both parties.
I think it's a failure on all of us. I'm counting myself in those parties. I think it's a failure that history will be very unkind. History will judge us, that we couldn't put our egos, our grudges aside and form. The main thing is, and this is something nobody speaks about, There's two things nobody speaks about. I think the first one is there's an easier path for the ANC to go with the EFF, the PA, and the IFP.
Yes.
But no one can take that risk to put the heads of Ramaphosa in the hands of Gaten Mckenzie. The fate of Ramaphosa. President Ramaphosa's fate in my hands is the Patriotic Alliance, in Malema's hands is the EFF, in Sabisa's hands is the IFP.
Yeah, they're afraid that you can pull the plug anytime.
You can unplug power from them at the last minute. And I think it's smart politics to have different people.
So that you have a cushion.
You have a cushion. So if I get there Friday, the PA on Friday, in all likelihood, will vote for the retention of the president.
Yeah.
And they're scared to say it because they are being dishonest with people. We've been talking to the ANC.
Yeah.
And they are lying to the people here saying, no, we don't know yet. Because there's nothing to consider. Let me tell you the truth.
Tell us what's happening.
The PA on Friday
is voting with the ANC.
Is voting for the GNU.
Yeah.
The only thing that can make us turn, if we don't get the things we want.
What do you want? You want the Home Affairs?
You see, because
are you serious about that?
Very serious. You see, it's what you've told people. We've told people. Abahambe.
Yeah.
I must not know when they say, yes, mining, because I'm in mining. That's the Minister of Mining. All of a sudden now I forget about Abahambe.
Yeah.
I forget about it. That's not the politics of the PA. That's number one.
But do you think there's a likelihood that they agree to that because they are also seeing it as an electioneering thing for the future? That if they sort out the immigration thing, that would be kudos for them. If you sort it out, that's going to be a feather on your cap.
You can't go to negotiation and say, I want this or nothing.
Then
it's no longer negotiation.
What else did you ask for?
Police. So that I can sort out. None of them is equipped to deal with this mafias, with this murder rate we are saying. South Africa needs me for this time because I will deal with this coal mafia, this load shedding people that is causing us to have load shedding.
Yeah.
All the gangsters. I mean, like, I'm equipped because of my past life, my future life, my current life to deal with it. So I come to them and say, all right, President, you don't want me to have Home Affairs. Give me police. But I'm still going to chase them when I'm in police. You see,
so
all these birdies,
one way or another, they must
all
go.
these birdies they've taken. But you can't come and say to me, there I must go with Sasa. What am I going to do?
Why would the government give up a police service to an opposition party?
Well, government...
That would be a suicide.
Let me tell you something. There's people that's millionaires. They get all the tenders.
Yeah.
They never greeted me.
Okay.
I beat them in the ball. I beat them. Now, he's taking off the head. Mckenzie. Because now, power is gone in KZN.
Sure.
So it makes them humble.
Yeah.
So the ANC must not commit the mistake of being arrogant.
Yeah.
They are not in a position.
But so far in the negotiations that have ever happened, do you get a sense that the ANC is in a sense recognizes the moment, that this moment is not of arrogance? Because the way they approached even their election result was very commendable.
No, it was.
I mean, at 40%, you would have expected the ANC to be the first one to say, no, this is not believable. Because all of them told us that they're going to get 2/3 majority and what have you.
No, I must first commend the president for his speech. That was a statesman speech.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was the president gave a speech of a statesman.
Yeah.
To say, listen, the electorate has spoken.
Yeah.
They might have not have spoken the way we would have wanted them to speak.
Yeah.
For me, I think that was it just shows how our democracy has matured.
So tell us now, because you've been in the, in the belly belly of these discussions, how is it going to look like? Are we talking DA, IFP, PA? What is the permutation now? Because nobody is talking. I thought Tlabisa saying, well, I agree with GNU, but in sort of nebulous terms.
No, let me tell you first that the GNU the question the ANC asked was an intelligent one. Do you want to form part of the GNU? I think that for me was just very smart. That Mbalula did there, the SG. So they ask. Some party says we don't know. PA said no, we want to be part.
We want to be part of this thing.
Because our people that voted for us have no jobs. Yeah. They have no opportunities. Yeah. Their CVs get thrown in the bin. We need to change that now.
Yeah.
And you know, JJ, just to come back before I answer your question, what people don't understand, particularly with us, every party has a base.
Yeah.
The ANC's base is black.
Yeah.
The IFP's base is predominantly Zulu black.
Yeah.
The Freedom Front Plus base is white. The DA's base is white. The PA's base is colored. Why is it a problem when coloreds also have a base now? Now they will say we're a colored party.
Yeah.
Because our base is colored. We don't call them a black party or Freedom Front Plus a white party because their base is from that color.
Yeah.
So our base is colored, and we are a colorful party in colorful in our leadership.
Yeah.
While they are just black or just white. If the PA didn't exist, there would have been one or two coloreds there in Parliament. But because of the PA's existence, there's going to be a nicely United Nation vibe going on there.
Yeah.
But in the GLU, I think the approach of the ANC for me, because I've been observing them, that's no arrogance. But there's also not what nobody says. They are acutely aware that everybody is working for them.
Yeah.
They can deny your show all you like.
Yeah.
The ANC didn't get 50, but they can form a minority government, number one. Number two, the parties, they are shameless, these people. They said, we will never work with the ANC.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they get together and we all get together and we unplug the ANC from power?
Yeah, that's
what they've been singing.
Yeah.
We've not been singing that song. Adverts has been taken out and radio adverts. The DA says Mckenzie is going to give the ANC back. Now they're the ones bringing the kidney to resurrect the ANC.
Yeah.
But the very same ones that was...
So before we go to a break, where are we now? Are we on DA, ANC, IFP, PA? That's all?
At the moment.
At the moment.
We are there. Those parties said yes to the GNU.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's where we are now.
Yeah.
Apparently, according to the ANC, EFF said no.
Yes.
MK said no. PA said yes to the GNU.
Yeah.
But if you invite me to a restaurant, I will come. If you say my restaurant is opening, do you want to come? We are coming. But depending on what you are serving. Okay,
so basically we are not at the detail yet. We'll talk about that after the break. We're talking to Gayton Mckenzie. He is a leader of the PA. I've been asking him whether or not he thinks that his Abahambe message have resonated with you, South Africa. You tweet me at JJ Tabane, at ENCA, at Power to Truth, and tell me what you think of their performance during these elections and whether or not you can trust them with those portfolios, police and home affairs. Can you trust them with that, or are we going to descend into a police day at 8 p.m., speaking truth to power and conducting conversations that build? We are on the verge of new type of politics. It's cooking. On Friday, the National Assembly gathering to elect the president, the Speaker of Parliament, Deputy Speaker. And of course, the next few weeks are going to be very interesting as we see a chess game ensue clearly. Right? So there's no detail at the moment that there is a principled agreement of PA, IFP, DA, and ANC. How do you see the DA? So, okay, I can see how IFP, PA, and ANC can work together on basics of transformation, of saying, listen, guys, the economy is not growing or the economy is not favoring our people, right? Let's do something. How do you see this marriage of inconvenience happening with the DA? Because really it's two blocks here. It's a right and the left, right? But how do you see this happening on critical things, land, for example? You know,
JJ, we are in for trouble. You know, the DA is very anti-transformation. The markets, there's no business dictating to political parties what should happen. This is a forced marriage, an arranged marriage between what the markets want. What you see here is what the market wants. But the market they think they tell us about the rent.
Yeah.
But they don't tell us about the people. In the pecking order, the people comes first and the rent comes second.
Yeah.
The rent is a byproduct of the welfare of the people.
Absolutely.
And what you see in South Africa is that our comrades, I don't know, sometimes I'm criticizing them, they are so scared of these white business people.
Scared, man.
These people are
scared.
fighting to keep on oppressing us economically.
And now, even with our help now.
No, and that's what I'm saying. It's, you know how I was explaining to my son. I said to him, what you are seeing here, and you mustn't just blame the ANC, you must blame us also, all of us that can't get together.
Yeah.
Because that's where the ANC started.
Yeah.
So it's not just an ANC problem. But we as black people, we are David.
Sure.
We have defeated Goliath.
Yeah.
Now we are going to Goliath people and say, now how must we move forward now? Goliath has been defeated. Now, what they are doing is, they're underestimating Zuma again for a second time.
Sure.
Zuma in the market, and that's what I was trying to explain to people. I'm a capitalist. And I explained to international funds, I said, you're making a great mistake. And let me explain the mistake. Zuma sitting there is looking at them. And they're doing exactly what he wants, because 2027 or 2026 was the next local government election.
Yeah.
First, when this thing gets announced on Tuesday, they're announcing on Tuesday, Wednesday. Because we will also not wait too long without knowing where we are standing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. When this thing gets announced on Tuesday, Wednesday, ANC guys are going to be angry and they're going to leave.
Sure. And where do they go?
To Zuma. It doesn't stop there. The local government election, if the ANC doesn't do well, that is going to be the only ANC that says, hi, Chief, you must go now, President, and you must go now, leadership, you must go, you must go, you must go. Who gets stronger? Zuma. Zuma showed us that he plays a long game. If I was Ramaphosa, the president, what would I have done in this thing? Because already you have the support of the DA.
Yeah.
I'd have gone to them and said, gents, shh. And this is just the truth. You are my safety net.
Yeah.
Stop talking so much and making demands. Be quiet. And then I will fight to have this black pact together. If this Mckenzie and Malema and Sabisa sells me out, I still have the net.
Yeah.
But in this instance, the net can't keep their mouth. They are already coming with demands. Paul Mashatile, every week, if Paul Mashatile didn't brush his teeth in the morning, they're like, it's 8 o'clock. The newspapers is Paul Mashatile. All nonsense. Most of these things they talk about him. It's just nonsense. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I know for a fact, you look at that house they're speaking about. That house there was on the market. We wanted to buy that house. And we know who bought that house, but now we're reading Paul Mashatile bought the house, which is not true. What I'm saying is that the media is now part of this fight. Everybody is part of this fight. Instead of saying, we're going to have a problem in this country. What South Africans need to do, we've missed the first train to unplug the ANC from power.
Yeah.
We've missed it. We have now a second opportunity where one of two things are going to happen with South Africa. We're at that stage where you die or you rise. This country die or this country rise. We have 84 murders a day. We have illegal foreigners here doing what they want to do. There's a study that's been done where every 5 you go, I heard it today, somebody told me that if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every 5th house, the people beg for food there in South Africa.
Sure.
It can't be business as usual.
And that's what I was talking about, the time bomb that's waiting to happen.
No, it's going to explode if you don't come in and arrest the problem, arrest the criminals, arrest the killers, and come in. It's now tequila time. You can't bring milk here. We can't bring ministers. Yeah, we can't let these people go. This is our country. Let's take action. And people think we are a single issue party. But what they don't understand is Abahambe is not only about them living, it's about fighting crime. It's about these people connecting electricity illegally. It's about job creation. If you, let's say for instance...
Why can't black parties get together on that script, right? and co-govern? Is it so bad that black people can't co-govern alone?
Because some of them are just black parties, don't like black people. How could you love black people if you talk about open borders? But you've got high fences at your house. My house, there's high fences. That's why I dare not talk about open borders. Then my gate must also be open. Because Uri, Kena Mankapa man, come in, whoever wants. You see, being a black party does not equate to loving black people. In this country, there's people that is 35 years old. They've never had a job in their lives. And we see that as normal. I am just saying that President Ramaphosa has one chance. Do I think he's going to grab it? No. He's got one chance. That we must all put politics aside. Every one of us.
Yeah.
And we must put South Africa first.
But why didn't you lead that charge?
I tried to lead.
Instead of joining the boat, right, that's sinking.
No.
Because that's what you're telling me. You're telling me Ramaphosa and Eddie are going to sink
There's no boat
together.
that's sinking. There's only one boat. There's only one boat at the moment. What is the other thing in GNU? If you have GNU boat standing there for us to jump on, show me any other boat that's there. These people are big. There's no other boat.
You can't be in the opposition. Because once you're in a GNU, you're part of the government.
My brother.
Who are you leaving the opposition to?
I have no time for the opposition. Listen to me, listen to me very clearly.
Yeah.
The people that voted for PA have no jobs. They see this get thrown in the bin. They don't even get considered for NASFA's funding in the majority, in the majority of them. 1 or 2 will be taken for NASFA's funding. Now, if I sit in the opposition,
You are only shouting on the sideline.
even the DA, they've seen it's cold there by the opposition. That's why they're
That's why
running
they want
down.
to come into the government.
Freedom Front Plus, Western Cape leader, Corny Mulder, told me one day, and I'll never forget it. He said he was in the opposition for 24 years. He did nothing for his people there. I want power to give jobs.
Yeah.
Power to fight crime. Power to change the people's lives. I must be there, whole day, point of order. Those things don't work and they don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
I am not a person that will lead people to go and sit in opposition. I'm leading our people to power, and I need nobody's permission because I already have the permission of the voters.
But why couldn't you convince EFF and MK of the same?
I tried.
And IFP?
I tried. I spoke to MK, for instance.
Yeah.
EFF,
You guys don't see eye to eye.
we don't see eye to eye. We don't meet. But MK, because I love those guys, they love me, there's that mutual respect.
Yeah.
I even put a proposal.
Yeah.
I said, when they said, no, President, I said, you can't tell President, the ANC who the president must be. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I even asked, will you agree to Zuma being president and Zelle deputy president? They said no. So if you already say no to the highest position,
Yeah.
there's no hope there. And no hope in us getting together.
Yeah.
We mustn't lie to people. We have not.
So you're basically saying, if I understand you well, that it's time for everybody to dirty their hands.
And safe. That's 100% what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
saying
So you can't just sit on the opposition and hope for the best.
you must fix the country now. Where we are now, we've got young people, as you've rightly mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
JJ, the problem that you're having now, politicians, they think we still have another chance. They talk about the next election.
Yeah.
There might not be a next election. And there might not be a next election. The market. You see, once we can stop this fear, and what I don't understand about the ANC, and one day I'll ask them when we're alone sitting there, this question. They must answer this question. All these parties that was competing against the ANC got money from big business to destroy the ANC electorally. Now the same big business are telling the ANC, no, we couldn't kill you by giving opposition money, but we want you now to work with the people. That it's lacking commercial sense. You look at us, no market. No, when I can be president here, billionaires, they must shiver because they are sitting with cash piles, deposit that they are not unleashing in the market.
Instead of investing it in the market.
They take the money from the market, but they don't put it back in the market. These people, they must know. I will call them. I will even lock them up. If I saw what happened in Saudi Arabia, billionaires were called, family, come here, fix the country. No, we can't come. You're going to jail. People don't understand. People are poor there. You are sitting with billions. You're putting out your thing there. If you look at when these people release their financials, they're all making money.
Yeah.
But the people don't have jobs. Where's that cash, those dividends? They're paying it out. Some of them, they're holding it. I'm saying that in this country, you need a leader that is not scared of the gangsters.
Yeah.
Is not scared of all this. You know, Sanjay, you give me a chance here to be police minister. This killing of 84, it will go down. This thing of people going around taking buildings of people, you'll get out of that building day one. Before I can even go to my office, I'm going there to say, who's the owner of this building? You. Don't tell me about the courts. We must go to the court and state our case. We are not the criminals, they are the criminals.
After the break, we round off, because we need to now say, what are the big priorities of whatever government comes into place, in your view, that could take South Africa forward? Because people are sitting at home saying, we voted, looks like we've wasted our vote because our vote is not decisive. So now these people are concocting some poiki cause that we didn't vote for. You know, you got two youngest MPs, 2022. What was the rationale in terms of your team there and so on? And what will be your big priorities as you are in the legislature? Because for those guys who are there, unlike you who may end up in the executive, right, you got to say, how do we change? Are there laws that are going to change? What can we expect from a PA-led legislative program?
All right, I think let me start with the two young ladies.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing that, the pain that is felt by every young black South African, they are being asked for experience. Now, you can't buy experience, no matter how much money you have. But wealthy people, they will take their son or their daughters to go and work at JJ's business to gain the experience.
Yeah.
While with black people, they don't have that luxury.
Yeah.
Now, I've just decided as the leader of the PA, together with the leadership of the PA, that listen, it's time that we must not have people, when they are 50 years, they are still fighting to become a councillor in the community. Because that's what you're getting. 60-year-olds fighting to be a councillor. The DA has now, 2 months ago, made the lady that's 82 a councillor candidate. 82! A councillor candidate in Swartland.
Yeah.
We are saying, let's bring them. They might not know everything.
Yeah.
But imagine those 22-year-olds and that 20-year-old in 5 years. How much will they know? Do you think a person like that will still want to become a councillor and fight people for councillors? So I just think that companies should follow suit.
Yeah.
Bring in young people.
Yeah.
Bring in young people. Because there's a lot of sleeping in Parliament.
Yeah. And we don't think we're in that culture yet, because if you look at their list, it's still a same old, same old.
You know, it's the old people that don't want to retire. People are still wanting to come back at the age of 65, 70. Then, you know, there's three big problems we are faced with in this country. The first one, for me, is safety and security. Yes. Where there's no safety and security, no country can exist. So once you need to sort out the safety and security problem. Yeah. The second problem that you need to sort out is energy. And
let's deal with just those two.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done. I mean, how do you reduce 84 murders to 20?
Yeah, I think the first one is that people kill at 3:30 today, and then tomorrow 4:30 it's out on bail. Yeah. You need to first to tighten the bail for the people. You need a person killed today in Cape Town. Tomorrow is going to kill in PE. I don't think the synergy is really...
So that may require constitutional change, because bail is not seen as...
But it's our country. Why do we speak like the Constitution? And that's what irritates me. Why do you speak like the Constitution, It's the Holy Bible. Nobody can open the Holy Bible or the Holy Quran and say, no, I want to scratch Samuel 4. You can't. It's only the Holy Quran, the Bible, and the Torah, and that is sacrosanct. Yeah. This Constitution...
It's not.
We cannot have this document.
So how do we change the bail issue? Because remember, you are innocent until proven guilty. So the bail is meant to say, if you are not a flight risk, if you can guarantee that you'll come to court, you don't have to be in prison before you are found guilty.
No, but there's another clause that they don't use the courts. Yeah. The clause that says, if you have been accused of the same crime somewhere else, it's also sufficient reason. So what I'm saying is that let's change some parts of the Constitution. Yeah. So we will rather die 84 people a day. Secondly, one of the most effective things to fight crime, I know as an ex-criminal, was this reward system. That police file, JJ, that thing took people to jail.
Yeah.
People are hungry, so they're looking for Mckenzie. But hey, get trouble. He's here at the shop.
Yeah.
And then at the moment, we are depending only on the cops.
That's called Mpimpa Hotline. Remember
Yes, yeah.
I don't know what happened to
No,
it.
there was police file. It was a program.
Yeah.
I know
on
because
SABC, yeah.
I was on that program. And
Or they put you there as a
they were looking for us.
They
But
were
my
looking for you.
friend
Yeah.
was
That's how
looking-
you're caught.
And then my father was watching TV and he looked at my friend. He said to my mother, this guy, I saw him on TV. He was called the police. But my point I'm trying to say, so we have a serious problem with crime.
Yeah.
Do you know that all the Serbian mafias,
Yeah.
the Russian mafias,
Yeah.
the Nigerian Black X mafia, all the head officers are here
Sure.
in South Africa. All the most wanted criminals are coming to South Africa because our things are so lax.
So loose. Yeah.
Do you know that 94% of all killings that happen by firearm are police-issued firearms that were stolen?
My God.
Now, it is better not to give them firearms for a certain point of time because the firearms are killing the citizens. I'm just saying these things are practical things that needs to be changed. You can just equip the police. You can't be a policeman. And you can't even walk from here to there, then you are tired. Some of the policemen are so obese.
Sure.
Give him a choice to say you are getting 3 months leave, come back.
Lose some weight.
He must inspire confidence. You know you can steal this bottle of water in front of him and walk. He will not even run after you because you know he's not going to run 10, 20 meters. Energy.
Yeah.
Energy, I want to tell South Africans, it's self-inflicted. We are self-inflicting this ESCOM thing. There's no power.
Yeah.
It's downright stupidity of the highest order. South Africa has sun. South Africa is sun for solar. South Africa has wind for wind power at night. Sun during the day, wind during the night. South Africa has vast fields of land for solar farms.
Yeah.
South Africa must build transmission to be able to transmit energy from one place to
You
another.
don't think that they're beginning to sort it out? I mean,
with so much red tape,
with their
come
new
in
guy.
and be a minister. You know, you look at Minister Gweremantash.
Yeah.
He really wants to explore the possibility of taking our gas out.
Yeah.
We're sitting on the world's 8th largest gas deposit. But now you must talk to people that talk about the scorpions are going to die, the sheep is going to, let them die. The people are already dying with load shedding, there's no oxygen for their machines. We need decisive leadership. We need leadership that comes in and say, listen, now we are putting the citizens first, not the market. The market will find its niche in whatever you do. But the citizens seem to struggle. And the third biggest problem that nobody speaks about that we're having, and I think is the most serious one, 18 million people in South Africa are on welfare.
Sure.
And our government breaks about
It's actually 26 million if you add the 500 rand one.
Yes. And our government brags about it, and it's not something to brag about.
Yeah.
You must be ashamed that your citizens are not self-sufficient, that your citizens are getting welfare and SASA. It's the mindset we need to change. Now, if you have a third of your citizens on welfare,
social grants,
so you know, I remember I was in China, and I'll never forget this incident, JJ. I went to buy my son a toy. I was late, so I'm like, I was early, I'm like, I still have 2 hours, let me get him a toy. So I go to the toy shop. I get to the toy shop, there's a boy in front of the toy shop with a bell.
Yeah.
He's disabled. He's got a bell in the right hand, and he's got his handkerchief here to wipe the spit that's coming out of his mouth. And all he does is tilling. And I was looking at this thing like, and I called the manager. I said, may I ask you something? I'm curious. I said, who really work here? He says, yes. He brings attention to it. I said, does he get a salary? He says, yes, we pay him. In South Africa, that man who sat at home, we have people that's trying to break their arms.
Yeah.
Paying doctors, corrupt doctors sometimes, put me on welfare.
Sure.
Our people have stopped dreaming. I am saying that we need to bring that to be in a wheelchair. We have one of our best people in the PA is in a wheelchair, the best. Do you know? He's so smart, so active, whatever. I'm saying those type of people that's in a wheelchair, somebody in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Give him a real job in government. Let him sit at a reception. Just take people off welfare.
Finally, do you think all of those, just those 3 things you have telling me, would resonate within the context of a GNU? In other words, do you see a GNU as a way in which you can execute a PA manifesto without hindrance? Or you're going to now have all those wonderful ideas diluted because you're going to be part of a cabinet. You're not going to be an island.
No, I think, obviously the GNU is going to be better because it's going to be a contestation of ideas.
Yeah.
At the moment, it is just the ANC way or no way. But now, there will be the IFP, there will be the DA, and whatever you say about DA, not everything they come up with is bad.
Yeah.
They come up with good things for white people.
Yes.
They must just now share that with black people. So, and they have good ideas also as the DA. And I'm not going to sit here and say everything they touch is
yeah, no, of course not.
Yes,
yeah,
but what I'm going to tell you is that it is better. Anybody that complains about the GNU has not thought about it. At the moment, I'm saying, and this is the example I'll make South Africans. If it is one party, whether the ANC, the DA or whatever, they won't steal. If it's one party, they won't steal.
Yeah.
They will take the loaf of bread. They will take it. They will not steal
the
it.
Whole loaf.
They will take the whole loaf. But when there's many parties,
they're all watching each other.
They're all watching, so he'll steal 2 slices. But when he's alone, he leaves you with that white thing, that thing that closes the bread. You will be left with that white thing.
Let's leave it there. Kate Mckenzie, you come and update us what's happening. All the best tomorrow in your leaders' meeting, and we look forward to your participation in that GNU.
No, when I come, you will not say Gator Mckenzie, but say honorable next week.
Or minister.
Honorable,
for that matter,
honorable
Minister of Police, General Mckenzie. All right, let's leave it there. I hope that you enjoyed that. Just a kaleidoscope, just looking into the future about possibilities of building a South Africa we all want. We all want something to work. And I hope that those leaders can read the mood of the country, that we want to build a truly new South Africa that our children can be proud of. Until we talk frankly again, may God bless you.